Welcome to Camp Hickory Hills. I'm Janice Miller with the Camp Oversight and Improvements Board. We are thankful for this beautiful property God has entrusted to the Church of God of Prophecy in Tennessee. Thousands have been blessed over the years, attending camps, retreats, training sessions, and other events here at the campground. The infrastructure is over 30 years old and in need of repair. Some of the needs were discussed during the business session of the State Convention in 2017. With this brief video, we are responding to a suggestion that was made in one of our meetings that it might be helpful to show some of the highest priority items that need to be addressed. Most of the buildings on the campground are in need of new roofs or roof repair. Two of the buildings already have metal roofs, however, they do need to be repaired because we've had leaks during heavy rainy seasons in the past. One is the chapel, the other is the gymnasium. In addition, we have several buildings that have the original shingle roofs that need to be replaced with metal roofs. Many of these buildings are in excess of 30 years at this point. We have the boys' cabins, the girls' cabins, the staff cabin, the cafeteria, the caretaker's residence, the overseer's cabin, the office, and the pool house. We are in need of more lighting on the property to enhance our security. We also have excavation needs, pavement needs to be addressed, and then the pool area, including the concrete decking and the liner. Chelsea Hanna is an engineer and she's also a board member. She will be showing us those areas shortly. Pastors Chris Weathers and Larry Metters Jr. will be leading a statewide workday to address painting and general repair. And then at some point we will be addressing rails on our bridges that have been recommended by our insurance company. At this time, let's go to Chelsea.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Hannon and I'm on the campground committee. So I'm going to be talking about a few places on the campground that we need to be looking at for improvements. And we're going to start here at the boys' cabins. We have a low spot right here. We've got water that comes down this hillside in the back, and we want to make sure that the water has a place to go. We need to install some culverts underneath the drives and get it towards a drain that exists down towards the chapel. So we have this hillside behind the boys' cabin, and we have all the water that comes rushing down, and clearly a low spot right here where the water pools. We need to create a ditch that gets this water out so we're not jeopardizing the foundation of our building. So this area is beside the chapel, and we can see that there's been a lot of washout underneath our sidewalk. This is going to get up under here and jeopardize the foundation of our chapel. Also, we have a small opening here, but it's mostly clogged up, and that's preventing a lot of our water from getting out, because here's our low spot and here's our drain for the water. We want to clear this out, build it up to create a ditch that gets out better. The water should be coming out from our side here that we talked about and flowing around, and if you come around here, there's an inlet down beside this driveway, beside the road, and the water just has no way to get to it, and so it pools beside the chapel. So here's our inlet I was talking about. We have water that will pool right here because water flows downhill, and it's going to pool here before it can get over and into this inlet, which is clearly clogged up. Haven't been able to see inside there to see what it looks like inside. But we need to make sure that we are able to build the ground up around it so water can freely flow inside the inlet instead of creating a pooling area around it. Here we are on the other side of the chapel, right behind me here. You can see this hill, the water will shoot down here. There's supposed to be this culvert here where water can come through, go either towards that inlet, there's another inlet to my left. Clearly though, it's clogged up and that's not allowing any water to get through. We can also see on the side of the road where the grass is dead, and that's causing a lot of erosion to happen. When you have erosion from underneath the pavement, it starts to chunk out like this, and you can see the gravel coming out from under it. The best way to prevent that is to have vegetation. So we need more grass planted along the side because if we repave and we don't maintain the grass beside it, we're going to be in the same situation. Here we are beside the gym. We are on the side where the hillside is. We have a pretty big problem. There's a small ditch right here which catches some of the water coming from the hillside, but then we have another ditch here. It slopes right towards our building, and that's exactly what we don't want. We're going to have water that pools right here. We already have a problem with mold growing inside this classroom. That's on the other side of this wall. This will also jeopardize our foundation of the building and any concrete slab underneath. So we want to make sure that we build this up to get the water away from the building, all of it going into a ditch here and being conveyed around, probably out probably at the creek. Here we are at the other bridge that we drive across. We have a lot of erosion happening underneath this concrete, which is supporting our bridge. If we don't fix what's going on right here, this bridge will eventually fall down.
We are praying for God to direct every step. We're encouraging local churches, districts, and individuals to seek God for what He would have each of us to do in repairing and maintaining this extraordinary asset we call the campground. Thank you.